Hi there. My name is Emel. This is Healing After Loss, a weekly series on grief, where I read from this book, Healing After Loss, Daily Meditations for Working Through Grief by Martha Whitmore Hickman. If you've watched at all and you're familiar with what I do, if you have interest in what I'm doing, if you know people who would benefit from what I'm doing, then please do all the YouTube things like comment, share, subscribe. If you'd like to have a conversation, please comment. That's the only way I can have a conversation with you. And if you would like a copy of this book, there is a link below where you can get a copy for not too much money. It's been very helpful for me. Today, Wednesday, 10 December 2025. Let's begin. Even as I stood there, even as I stood there, the tears streaming down my face, I felt a kind of joy for him, a strange gaiety almost, that he would so soon be released. And I had a sense that he stood now on the threshold of some great adventure. So it was in a strange way, not only a time of terrible sorrow, but a moment of light as I stood there telling him goodbye. Martha Whitmore Hickman. It was my father who lay on the bed dying. I had expected the sorrow. Though I have faith in a life beyond death, I had not expected the strange rush of happiness, the expectation of adventure and joy. Not right then. So it was all the more a gift, though a fleeting one. None of us knows what lies on the other side of death. But we have had clues, in stories handed down, in experiences of our own, in books detailing near-death experiences that offer great hope and promise that beyond death are light and welcome and unimaginable peace and joy. What comfort these clues can be to us on the dark days. We pore over them as over rosary beads. Yes, we think. Hope is justified. Everything will turn out right in the end. In my times of darkness, lead me to the light. I thought this passage was going to make me cry because her very first line, even as I stood there, the tears streaming down my face. But maybe it made you cry, and I'm not sorry. I don't apologize. I'm sorry for your grief. The darkness and the light and the heavy sorrow and the joy and the even gaiety. Finding out that Mommy had died was a shock. And I've long felt that there are only two kinds of death. There are expected deaths, as in Martha's case with her father, and unexpected deaths, as in my case with my mother. It doesn't matter. If you know that the person you're going to lose them, then you have a long period of pre-grief in addition to your however long your period of grief is. Those of us who lose someone unexpectedly, we're just thrown into grief. And it's not that one person grieves longer than another. We don't know. We have no idea. It's been for me 19 years since Mommy died. And my grief isn't heavy for her anymore. But I do still grieve. And when I read about someone else crying, I know that there's a chance I will cry. So it's, I don't know, I just need to sit with this thought for a moment. I'm not even sure what the thought is. But isn't that just like grief, that you don't remember what it was you were thinking? Your mind drifts away to something else. Maybe your mind drifts into the grief, or maybe your mind drifts out of it into joy, because in that moment, you just don't need to be having those heavy thoughts. So that's what happened to me just now. You were witness to it. Thank you for being here. Yeah. My daddy's still with me. So I wonder how his death will hit me when it happens. In my times of darkness, lead me to the light. You don't need to sit here and watch me cry, but I have a feeling I'm just going to sit here and watch myself cry. So, until next week, take care of yourself and go with grace.